Do you love black people?
Not like I don't love any group of people because like I don't love white people or black people. There are people that I like and there are people that I don't like.
Do you love black people?
I don't understand I don't love like groups of people that look a certain way. No.
Do you love black people?
I don't love groups of people that look a certain way.
I asked you about black people. Do you love black people?
Like a particular black person or certain types of black people?
Do you love black people?
Sure, I love black people.
Wow.
It's like, well, if going out on a date with a guy makes me a slut, then that's just what I'm going to be.
I don't think going out on a date makes you a slut, but having sex with different men makes you a slut.
Well, what does it make you if you have sex with different women?
A slut maker.
Oh, you were the same person that ran away.
Why don't you present
you want to have a conversation?
No, I'm not going to have a conversation because I'm not going to give a platform to you fucking Nazis. Why don't you go home?
You can't explain
and
your
quit
position.
being such fucking losers. My position is I care about human rights and I care about people living their lives and minding their own fucking business and not being in my face with stupid fucking cameras. So
but you walk
why don't
over
you
here.
just get out of here?
We can bring down the volume a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care. I am trying to make a scene because you guys.
Can I ask you a couple questions?
Trans people.
That's
no, you're not going to ask me
genociding?
shit.
Do you think it's okay to sterilize children?
None of this shit is actually happening. You guys are fucking
Really?
dumb.
Really?
Let's talk about it.
Kids aren't getting puberty blockers? What is not happening that
I'm not putting myself on this platform. You guys are fucking idiot losers.
Well, you just put yourself on
You're
it.
the one inserting yourself into the platform.
Go home, you fucking redneck loser.
Is that the best argument you can marshal?
It is. It is. It's the best.
A group of people that feel their fundamental rights are being denied. Why is there even a resistance to expanding the rights of others when it's not taking away any from us?
Assuming that there are two couples, they're interested in having a polyamorous relationship inter se. They're all adults and hopefully not brothers and sisters. Assume for a moment that this particular practice acquires a certain critical mass. What is your position going to be then?
If the will of society is to have polyamorous relationships, how do you become the custodian to stop that?
If the will of the society is also going to be to change the nature of the constitution, hit reset on the constitution, give it a different rashtra altogether, will you give effect to that identity as well?
You know, you've changed. I was asking
the
you a
logic is
different
the same.
question. No,
logic is the same.
logic is not
if
the
the
same.
society accepts something, you're saying it must be acceptable to the judiciary. If I were to end up convincing 90% of this community, or let's say of this country, to my position on certain issues, will you then accept it? Then I then say, I don't need to go to the court. I'll hit the reset. I'll use Article 368 and come out with a different constitution altogether. Republic 2.0. Are you okay with it?
Okay. You know, I'm going to get drawn into. I'm going to play referee and
Got
not
my answer.
So you would be okay with restricting freedom of speech? You would be okay with restricting or creating actually speech laws if that were voted on by the masses?
If the masses want it, absolutely.
Really?
Yes, I absolutely would.
I'm surprised, as someone, you say you're a PhD candidate, so you're obviously a very smart person, how you don't see the grave risk, just the unbelievable risk of violence associated with centralizing the power and who determines speech and what's permissible.
I simply ask you for the source.
Okay.
Can you give me the source
Nazi
on that?
Germany, Soviet Russia, Castro, Che Guevara regimes, current UK, Canada, Maoist China. Need I go on?
I'm just asking you to give me a scholarly source that says that.
Okay, I don't have a scholarly source with me right now saying that Nazi Germany is worse off with speech laws than the United States.
So
you asked me for sources. One country that has better net results for human freedom and human rights by restricting speech. What's your source? One.
Let me ask you another question, Phoebe. Let me ask you, what bills do you currently pay? Who pays for your accommodation at university?
My student loan.
When, have you ever paid any bills in your lifetime?
No.
So you don't know what it's like to be a homeowner and not to be able to afford your energy bills, and then see some stupid young people throwing soup over a painting in a gallery that has nothing to do with the fact they can't afford to pay their bills. You don't know what it's like to pay a bill, Phoebe, do you?
No, but I have empathy for those people. You know, the climate crisis is fueled, but the cost of living crisis is fueled by the cost of oil crisis. They are both one crisis. It's a crisis of greed of our government and their billionaire friends.
What do you understand about an ordinary family who can't afford to pay their fuel bills, who needs ordinary fuel to be delivered, but because of green taxation, their bills are now so expensive they can't afford them? And if we stop oil, how much more expensive do you think fuel's going to be, Phoebe? Or is it that you're just spouting out words that you and your friend think look good? How is it related to stopping oil to throw soup over a painting in a gallery. How is that related? How is it helping the poorest people in my country?